Sean, it has been 2 weeks today since Nancy Guthrie was reported missing by family. Tonight, the FBI is confirming that it is testing for DNA on a glove that was found a couple of days ago, about 2 miles from here at Nancy's home in the foothills. That glove, the FBI says, appears to resemble the glove that the suspect wore in that surveillance video in the morning hours of February 1st at Nancy's front door. Let's get to video. Remember, the FBI and the Sheriff's Department expanded their search of the foothills back on Wednesday. That's when we found out there was an expanding of that search. Today, the FBI says the glove agents found was located about 2 miles away on the side of the road. They have now sent that glove in for testing and are waiting what the DNA says, hopefully leading to a person involved in Nancy Guthrie's disappearance. Now, the FBI says in a statement, in part, quote, the FBI received preliminary results yesterday and are awaiting quality control and official confirmation today before putting unknown male profile into the national database that's unique to the Bureau. This process, they go on to say, typically takes 24 hours from when the Bureau receives DNA. Investigators collected approximately 16 gloves in various areas near the house. Most of them were searchers' gloves that they discarded in various areas when they searched the vicinity. The one with the DNA profile recovered is different and appears to match the gloves of the suspect in the surveillance video. Again, the FBI says it appears the description of that glove that was found earlier this week looks like the glove that the suspect was wearing in that video, but we have no official confirmation of a DNA match tonight. That is the latest from here in the foothills. Reporting live this evening, I'm Eric Fink, News 4 Tucson. Let's go back. Thanks. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, very, very.
Is it Troy?
It's Adam.
Adam, sorry.
Quite all right. You look like you're having a rough time. If I can help. Right.
Thank you.
So Matt Finn, Fox News, is also responding to that or again puts out another tweet. The FBI tells me it has no clue where that came from in response to the new local news report that cites an inside source who says the Guthrie case was a burglary gone bad.
They don't. Something's leaking or
Something's leaking or someone's lying.
Yep, that's it. Leaking or lying.
Someone's leaking or someone's lying. Sun is going down, folks, out here. Another day.
Who was that? Who wrote that?
Matt Finn, Fox News. So, burglary gone bad, or is that just fake news? Continuous coverage outside the home of Nancy Guthrie. Savannah put the new video out. I mean, she looked pretty distraught. It looked like she was pretty, like she hasn't slept in days.
Yeah.
Once again,
I don't know, man.
reiterate,
She's going through it.
have any tips, call the
She's like, it's not too late.
call FBI or submit it
Do the right thing.
to stuff@FBI.gov.
It's not too late.
I also have that
What do you think about what she said? We played it twice.
post from Catalina Foothills today.
Our first time hearing her in a while, right? When's the last time she spoke?
Video?
Been a while. Sometime last week. Can't even remember.
Let me go ahead and pause, Jonathan. And let's share the Instagram post that Savannah Guthrie had. Just submitted today.
On and say that we still have hope and we still believe. And I wanted to say to whoever has her or knows where she is that it's never too late. And you're not lost or alone. And it is never too late to do the right thing. And we are here. And we believe. And we believe in the essential goodness of every human being. And it's never too late. I wanted to come on and it's been
So you can hear the latest plea from Savannah Guthrie, one of the daughters of Nancy Guthrie. Excuse me. Trying to reach out and let her mother know that she's still in their prayers and hearts, and they haven't given up yet, as well as probably pleading to the alleged abductor or abductors. Put Jonathan back on. Hey, Lynette, not that we're aware of publicly that there's been blood found anywhere else except on Nancy's porch, but again, they've done evidence gathering multiple times over the past 2 weeks. Now that we're going into the third week, there's still hope beyond hope. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes as far as a follow-up on the thousands upon thousands of tips that have been received, the phone calls that have been received, and additional information once available will be shared. Currently, if you want to call it a major forensic development today, what if you had said earlier is that they did find DNA recovered from the glove.
How are you doing?
From her husband. Profile of the national database, and if that doesn't provide them with some suspect, then they will find other avenues such as I always say it wrong, I apologize, genealogical and other things that they have available to them. We still have the Sheriff's Department as well as the FBI, SWAT, many other law enforcement agencies still involved. Yeah, hey Jeff, Sheriff there won't tell nobody anything about nothing. There's any blood, if there was any typhoid, and you won't say anything about anything yet. They're still investigating, so it's really difficult for them to share any detailed information at this point. You're welcome, Lynette. Teresa, no problem. Thank you so much, Teresa. Hey, Mimi, let me pop up my comments on the screen for you, okay, so you can see the latest as of today. You can see that there's still a lot of reporters on the site. There are folks that are there either coming to the neighborhood from the neighborhood or others that are in the area. And Jonathan's been there since early this morning, so we're watching the, as usual, end of day updates.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
When's your next live?
I'm not going live,
Oh.
but I have a show at 10.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. You do the weekends,
I do Sundays.
Sunday nights. Okay.
Yeah, Sundays.
You do a good job.
Thank you.
Yep.
I really appreciate
Yep.
it. Thank you. How's it been out here? Kind of quiet
Oh,
today.
Savannah just released a new video.
Oh, I saw that.
saw
yeah.
that?
I haven't
Yeah.
seen the video yet, but I know she released it.
And then this is kind of the latest. You know Brianna Whitney?
Yeah.
Okay, so she came out with that statement saying that she had inside sources.
Oh, interesting.
And this is the YouTube channel for Jonathan and Richie's Investigates. In case anyone wants to go over and subscribe or give a like, he's streaming live, and I'm providing the narration, if you will, and updates so I can answer questions.
Somebody's either
As
lying
well
or
as,
we,
research anything that
but
comes
I
up.
just want you to know.
Thank you. I
Because
Yeah, hey.
you're going to be on site and juggle all the things when you're one or two person people.
Okay.
So
Okay, sounds good.
I'm
Thank you.
doing this.
I'm friends
Jonathan has a
with
lot
a lot of you guys, so
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
live stream.
Yeah, for sure.
So I figured
I'm just gonna do this, record this real quick, and then I will get that.
Yeah, for sure.
Questions from my perspective that I'm able to get. Thank you, Teresa. I just moved my microphone closer to my face. I apologize. It's been a long day once again. Trying to get my work done and catch up on things. Once again, providing that FBI 800 number, call FBI, as well as you can submit a tip online at tips.fbi.gov. If you haven't if you haven't written them down, you are also able to find them online. Let me just pop up the poster for you real quick. This is the new updated FBI poster, official poster of the missing person, Nancy Guthrie. We have photos, additional photos from the footage from the Google Nest camera from the porch that was broken off, but they were able to scrub some data off in some video. I think the longest was 44 seconds long, and we saw snippets that I shared last week. But in total, there's a 44-second video, again, pretty much tied to these photos. The person on the porch walked up to the porch, walked off the porch, grabbed some shrubbery. You can see the middle photo there of the suspect, we shall say, and working with the camera, and then the glove. Hey, Tex Beckett, how you doing? I agree, AJ. No, Neil. I do have Pope, and my prayers are still going out because all prayers can be helpful, no matter what deity you follow. It does not hurt, and it can only help. Tex Beckett adds, at this point, and more worried about her health than much else. Yeah, it is concerning. But as in the past, even though they did not take her prescription medications from the home, they, excuse me, they may have found other ways to get her the medication that she needs. So keep that in mind. Thank you, Maverick. That's a beautiful symbol to use in this case.
And the FBI is at testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3, testing.
I need new folks. I'll just do a quick comment summary for you while we watch Jonathan's stream, which is live in North Tucson area in the Catalina Foothills, where Nancy Guthrie's home is.
And if anyone has information that leads to finding Guthrie, the FBI is offering them $100,000. Reporting on Camino Escalante and Camino Mirabal, I'm your Foothills reporter for KGUN 9, Andrew Christensen.
Viewers are watching you.
So any new viewers that joined, the major forensic development today was that the FBI did confirm the DNA recovered from a glove found approximately 2 miles away from Nancy's home appears to match the gloves worn by the masked suspect seen in the camera footage. It appears to be.
And if anyone has any information, the FBI is. And if anyone has any information that leads to finding Nancy Guthrie, the FBI is offering that person $100,000. Reporting on Camino Escalante and Camino Mirabal, I'm your Foothills reporter for KGUN 9, Andrew Christensen.
Let me know about 30 minutes before you're signing off.
He has a nice setup, especially with the remote that he can pause and record. So as a single individual, that's pretty impressive to have that kind of capability, which is available to everyone. If you know where to look in order. And I am not aware of any new ransom notes have been received. So this is a confirmation, no confirmed source of the previous multiple ransom notes have been received, whether it be through the news, media, the law enforcement, and even Harvey Levin at TMZ. And again, I'll keep popping this up there. If you want to contact the FBI at 1-800-CALL-FBI or submit a tip online at tips.fbi.gov. And they are ready and waiting. I understand, Jamie, but we can only hope beyond hope. And again, we're waiting for official information. I know on Friday night, I stayed on a long time, over 6 hours. We were waiting for a statement to be released to the public based on the tip that the SWAT team had moved in on 1.9 miles away from Nancy Guthrie's home. They did locate originally 2 people that came out of the house peacefully, a male and a female. And later there were 3 people, 2 males and one of the male's mother. And they were held for questioning, detained, if you will, and they were released within 12 hours, not the overall 12 hours. They're probably people of interest still being monitored, but they were released because they did not have a connection. I'm under the understanding of, they did not have a direct connection to Nancy's disappearance. Jamie, that's a first statement. The next 24 to 40 hours is going to be crucial. Yes. Every day that passes, every hour that passes is concerning, right?
What's happened 2 weeks since Nancy Guthrie went missing, and the FBI says that they found a glove. They say that glove has DNA, and it also seems to match the very same gloves that the suspect was wearing in the surveillance footage on the man. In the surveillance footage.
I know the other day they did, Jonathan did a pan around and showed there was a lot of waste on the road, garbage, which I hope has been cleaned up, or anyone out there is cleaning up after themselves. Arizona is a very beautiful state, Tucson especially. And you can see the property in Nancy's home in the background there to the left. And as the sun's going down, once again, you see a beautiful sky, the mountains in the background. But because the sky is bright, there's darkness underneath due to the light. Yes, Jamie and James, it's like finding a needle in the haystack, so to speak. She could be anywhere, but they're following all leads. So all people can do is check your camera footage as requested by law enforcement.
What about that? What about the video that Savannah just gave? I mean, does she know something that she's like giving the kidnappers one last chance before it all breaks?
Glove with DNA on it. They say that glove matches the very same glove that.
Keep that in mind, Joshua. They may have found another source of the medication she needed because they don't want anything to happen to her. I would assume.
Takes me sometimes 10 cuts
till they get what they want. Again, the assumption is alleged abductor or abductors.
Well, it's now been 2 weeks since Nancy Guthrie went missing, and the FBI says that they found DNA inside a glove. DNA inside a glove.
Definitely, Rick Nichols. Someone does know something. So we're hoping that they'll step forward, like Savannah's latest video today.
Nancy Guthrie went missing,
Requesting.
and the FBI says that they found DNA inside a glove. They say that glove seems to be the very same gloves that appear in surveillance footage of the same night that Nancy Guthrie went missing.
Y'all are funny. You're funny.
It is a different perspective, text packet. People are frustrated. I know timing going by is difficult.
I would be like this. I would basically say, folks, JLR investigates. It's been 15 days since Nancy Guthrie went missing. And FBI is submitting DNA into their CODIS database, folks. Live outside the scene, Nancy Guthrie's home. Where is she? The other guy, the other journalist guy, the other guy journalist was like freaking out because he got notice of Savannah's video, and he's just like telling his producer, the video came out, I want to get it out. That guy was like, whoa.
So it's now been 2 weeks since Nancy Guthrie went missing, and
Hey, Snow, how you
it's now
doing?
been 2 weeks since Nancy Guthrie went missing, and the FBI says that they found DNA inside a glove.
I'm so
They
proud of
also
you
say that
being in the
those
gym
gloves
and
seem to
strength
match
training.
the very same gloves that the suspect in the surveillance footage.
Once again, I'll pop up the latest that I've captured from today.
They're having fun.
I'm sure.
Hello. A lot of people out here. Hey, that's like outside Nancy's home, take 10, take 12. It was like take 12, right? Hello. Hey guys. How you guys doing?
I've been watching you on
Nice. What's your guys' name? Football players, baseball team. What you got going on? Hockey team?
Hi.
Like it seems like with this case, you're just always on, we're always watching that.
Guys want to come on cam?
I can't because
He's got like
Although I have.
Rick Nichols asked the question, how do we know if she's in Mexico? The basis for that was Harvey Levin from TMZ, who received an alleged ransom note, right? Not authenticated, I believe on Friday. And it's mentioned something about this being an international incident or something to that effect. And obviously Arizona's on the border of Mexico, which could be considered the international.
right now we just play golf.
Really?
Now, if they were able to get her over the border legally or illegally, it's still not confirmed. So I don't talk about that too much unless we get more additional information. But that's where it stemmed from, just so you know, okay? If you have any questions, keep commenting. I'll see what I can answer for you. Go ahead, Tex Beckett. Enjoy it.
It's a drive. We have moved to Florida.
We're in Florida. I just got back from Florida. I was just over there for really good area.
Yeah, I truly believe this long weekend, there's still a lot of folks in law enforcement working diligently 24 hours a day, if at all possible, or in shifts, because they, like I said, they have received well over 30,000 tips via phone calls or the website that they have to follow up on, determine which ones are more applicable or more details that they have might not be available to the public, right? They are not sharing everything. They're keeping a lot close to the vest. Again, not to tip off any of the abductor or abductors. So a lot of them we're just not aware of. So we just have to think positive and be hopeful and wait till information comes out. But since Jonathan Lee Ritchie's investigation is on site live, I figured I would keep streaming my portion of it with narration and answering questions, because it's difficult for him to see all the comments that are flowing through his channel. And let me pop his channel, YouTube channel again, the link for it.
I mean, I was 9. I'm 53 years old. I don't remember what.
Was it in our family group chat? Was it in so that
Correct.
If you have any information that leads to finding Nancy Guthrie, the FBI is offering $100,000.
And as you can see, that content creator there is talking about the increase in the reward money to $100,000, doubled since it was first announced by the FBI. And that's in connection with locating or information provided to locate Nancy and the abductor or abductor alleged abductor and abductors.
And then I went to high school with her.
Hey, Christine. Glad you're here. And that's really all we can do is have hope right now. We're not privy to a lot of information behind the scenes, so we have to support law enforcement as so many are involved. And the focus is to bring Nancy back home safe to her family, and also to catch those that have caused her disappearance. I'll say.
He's been the first one. Second one, obviously.
Thank you, Dyslexia. I appreciate that. I'm trying to keep it as low tone and professional as possible. This is not a time for me to insert humor, but it is a good time to report what our findings are. And honestly, Alec, I wouldn't doubt the family wouldn't match the 100K. They have offered in their streams also that they're willing to pay just to get her back safely. We don't know what's occurred behind the scenes, if that was followed up on, if law enforcement has deterred them from doing that, because you may get many people saying that they have information about her, and it could cause a lot of strife. I agree with you, Lisa. I have to have hope that there's a lot of humanity out in the world, not just a little. That's why I have full confidence that we'll find out something sooner than later. Again, a lot of research and investigations going on behind the scenes, especially evidence that's been collected several times, the canvassing with the camera footages from the neighborhood, not just the street neighbors, but the neighborhood around. They did have a vehicle of interest last week. Over Friday, they also secured, after the SWAT team followed up on a tip, they did find a Range Rover that they marked for evidence, sealed it, and brought it to a safe place to be looked into and evidence gathering. Again, we haven't heard anything new about that, but it was only Friday night, so there's a lot of processing that has to go, and plus the security of evidence, right? The chain of evidence that we may have all heard of. You can't let anything leave the chain of evidence, otherwise it's not a bit of it possible to submit in the court. So with that said, that's why I believe there's a lot still going on behind the scenes, and they probably have to double, triple check any of the evidence and phone calls and tips that they're receiving so that they don't just follow cases.
Locals that live around here are like concerned if this would be an outsider, because if it's an outsider,
I agree, Rick.
that means that people are creeping up
That's
in
why
this
I have
area.
to say
What
hope
they told me was in the last few years it has been getting progressively worse.
Listen to Jonathan for a moment.
Where crime from Tucson is creeping up to Catalina Foothills. They say Oro Valley. They just told me Oro Valley, they've have issues, but police just pick these people up and bring them back down to Tucson. They're saying it's moving forward. It's moving north, and pretty much at River Road is like the cutoff. So what they're saying is they're concerned if this is an outsider that just comes in here and does like a burglary or a crime, because that means everyone is not safe here. If this is an outsider, no one's safe around here because it could happen to them. It could happen to them too. So back out here, it is getting dark. Sun is going down. We're still out here. Sun is going down. This will be tomorrow. Tomorrow will be 16, day 16. Let's hope today's 15. That ends today. My goodness. Yeah, we played the new video of Savannah. We're aware. We played it like within 2 minutes of it coming out. Thanks to all of you and for informing us about Savannah's video. Again, you guys are the ones that share information. Then we go look into it. I think big things are going to happen. Big things are going to happen. All right, still going, folks.
Hey, Goldie, I'm going to pop up some comments I created so that you have an
Share
update
your
here.
thoughts.
I assume you know this is about Nancy Guthrie's disappearance in the Catalina Foothills of north of Tucson, Arizona. We're going to the third week of her disappearance. A lot of activity behind the scenes, I assume, is going on to validate evidence and answering the over 30,000 phone calls that have been received from the tip line and 1-800-CALL-FBI, as well as a tips.fbi.gov. And this is the latest as of today, was a major forensic development. And the on-site live streaming is from Jonathan Lee Ritchie's Investigates. This is his YouTube channel.
Man, I left the flashlight in the car. Look how dark it gets out here once that sun goes down. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. It's pitch black out here.
Thank you, Goldie. I appreciate you watching. I'm hoping I'm doing a good job of narrating for you. If you have questions, please ask them. I've just provided the comment updates for today. It's easier to do it that way if people come in new.
Want to preserve the environment around here.
You can see how, depending on what angle you're at in the camera angle, you'll get a pitch dark look. But because the sun, it's about dusk now, so, and it's been in this high 70s, so weather-wise it's nice. But from this angle, you can see down Campbell Road that the sun's setting, and you got that nice blue sky up above. Thank you, Stacy. I concur. And you may be seeing traffic. It could be just neighbors going home after being out for the day. Not always do you have people driving by. They do have the Pima County Sheriff's Department on the property to block people from going in or around. Because again, it's still a crime scene, don't forget. And as far as the Guthrie family go, the 3 children of Nancy's have been taken to, I want to say, undisclosed locations that are being under protection 24/7, just to make sure nothing happens to them also, depending of the reasoning behind the disappearance of Nancy. Let me go ahead and share with you the Instagram message of the video that Savannah put out today. I need to switch screens. Just one moment. If you haven't already seen it,
2 weeks since our mom was taken, and I just wanted to come on and say that we still have hope and we still believe. And I wanted to say to whoever has her or knows where she is that it's never too late. And you're not lost or alone. And it is never too late to do the right thing. And we are here. And we believe. And we believe in the essential goodness of every human being. And it's never too late.
so that's the message that was sent out that Savannah released today. We'll pull up Jonathan again.
Or maybe the shop, maybe the purpose of Walmart type of guy.
That beginning piece from earlier today, I went back to live so you can see what it looks like there. A lot of folks are, from the reporter's standpoint, they have tents set up, lighting. They're prepared for any release of a statement, any additional information that comes out. So it's being covered by many news stations, main media, as well as YouTube content creators, independent journalists, things along those lines.
All right, a lot of people are putting tomato. What's up with the tomatoes? That's funny. All right. Tomatoes. People people are throwing rotten tomatoes. People are throwing rotten tomatoes in the chat. Look at the tomatoes coming. Look, tomatoes. How do you even have a tomato emoji? Do they even have tomatoes emojis? This is like people are throwing rotten tomato. Y'all are funny. Yeah, rotten tomatoes. Look at all these rotten tomatoes. Look at the tomatoes. Look, tomatoes. Like, don't they throw rotten tomatoes at like bad comedians? Tomatoes. Look, it's funny. Y'all are crazy. Theories on what happened, and we got a bunch of tomatoes. Look at all these tomatoes, man. Tommaso tomato. Crazy. Oranges, tomatoes. Look at all the tomatoes. It's ketchup. You guys are making ketchup. Tomatoes. We got tomatoes in our chat. We got plenty of tomatoes. We're growing a farm of tomatoes. Look at all those tomatoes. Oh, that's funny. Tomatoes. You know what tomato is. You know what time it is. It's tomato time. And tomatoes. Here comes the tomato. Monster tomato. People say slow the chat down. There's too many tomatoes.
Hey, who's awful? Thank you so much. I agree.
Tomatoes.
We really hope to find Nancy.
Live outside Nancy Guthrie's home. JLR investigates. Chat is speaking. Read the room, the chat. It's crazy. It's like a game of Clue. Who did it? Who did it? Alfred Hitchcock. Who did it? Tomato sauce. What's that song I got? Green beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken. I got green beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes. Hey, Pat Brooks. Nice to see you. Thank you, Pat Brooks. You all be safe out there. I think I'm going to sign off. I got some things I have to do and be ready for the next one. Wherever it may be. JLR investigates, boots on the ground. It is pitch black out here. It's getting a little cool out here. And nothing really jumping off, but if something jumps off, you'll hear it here. Let me go to the light so you guys can see. We are praying for Nancy, praying for Nancy's family. We're praying for law enforcement. We're praying for every neighbor, everyone affected by this terrible tragedy. We hope that there's answers. We have faith and trust in law enforcement, all the law enforcement out there, praying for all of them. To get this done, to bring Nancy home. That's what it's about. We do a lot of speculation. We show names and things that are out there, but that's part of the case. It's part of what's going on. When these people get detained and names get thrown around and we say things and, we iron out real fluid time situation. The perp will eventually be identified and then they will be held accountable. Let's hope for a miracle. Let's hope that Nancy gets found and brought alive. That would be the biggest miracle pretty much in United States history at this point, if she's found alive. And the way Savannah put out that video, she very well could be alive. So we'll continue to cover it here. Make sure you sub to the channel, please. Hit that notification button. And thank you everyone that contributed. Your help, support, your support helps us get to these locations here to do this in real time so you can see, and then we can wind through what the heck's going on. That's what we do, on the ground here. So appreciate you all. Thank you very much. And check me out on X at JLR Investigates. I'm constantly tweeting away out there. So I'm just going to kind of sit back and observe, and we'll see what happens. And if anything else breaks, you'll hear it here on JLR Investigates. Guaranteed, God willing, we'll be back tomorrow morning, bright and early from this location, maybe Tommaso's and Annie's, maybe a SWAT location. You never know. But I'm on ambulance chasing standby. So I appreciate all of you. You have a great night. We'll talk soon. Justice for Nancy. Have a good night, everyone. JLR Investigates. Stay safe, my friends. Bye.
Okay, so you can see Jonathan signed off. Not a lot of activity that happened today. I already shared with you the update as far as the evidence regarding the glove being investigated. So that's happening behind the scenes. Here's the poster of Nancy. Sorry, my lighting is really bad. This is from the FBI, their official poster that you can get off FBI website. It does include the photos from the Nest camera, the Google Nest camera from her porch. These were taken the morning where she was taken, sometime that early morning hours of February 1st. So if there's any hints, tips, information you may or may not have, or that you may have or feel that you should share, please feel free to do so. We have the 1-800-FBI call FBI, as well as a tip online, tips.fbi.gov. So you can do it either way. Also, you can contact your local law enforcement office and let them know if you have any information or if you have any ideas or thoughts, right? The idea is to canvass the area, review all the footage from various locations, businesses, neighborhood, that kind of thing. And if they can get anything that's out of the ordinary, then they can follow through and check, for example, the vehicle. If they do have that vehicle of interest, they can find directions from different cameras, from different roads, follow it through and see where it headed. That's an example. Also, if there's suspicious characters in the neighborhood, which we did see several videos of folks in the area, if not close to Nancy's, but nearby. Don't want to pinpoint anybody specific, but the idea is that any information is better than no information, right? So keep sharing that information with everybody. Also, here's Jonathan's website. He talked about it. Jonathan Lee Ritchie's Investigates. He's got a YouTube channel. You can actually look up JLR Investigates and you can locate it. So if you want to help him out and subscribe, I think he'd appreciate that. He's doing a great job on site, live streaming over 12 hours per day, every day, as you can see, up until dusk. And he and I do not know each other. I'm just doing narration, answering questions, things along those lines, so that it help him while he's focused on streaming and gathering information on site in Tucson. It also reduces the foot traffic, which could impede the investigation. You never know when law enforcement may go back to Nancy Guthrie's home for another evidence check gathering. But to answer the question earlier, yes, they had K9 units out the first week searching the area. They also had multiple drones in the area, which can get down close to the ground amongst the trees. Remember, it's Catalina Foothills are mountainous, brush, wildlife, including we've seen coyotes and javelina, families of javelinas. So anything could be going on. So the drones are quite helpful because they can get down lower than helicopters, which they also had helicopters in the area too. So they've utilized quite a bit of resources to locate evidence and or Nancy and or where the abductor or abductors might be going or at. So yes, Rick, they did use K9 units. My assumption is they weren't able to locate her through the dogs picking up her scent. Again, if these were any kind of professionals or even amateurs, how they handled it. Jonathan mentioned it could have been a burglary gone bad. We have no confirmation of any of that. These are just speculatory comments and thoughts. So keep that in mind too. If we just stick with the facts and wait for the evidence to unfold, I think we'll have a better understanding of what's going on and keep our fingers crossed that she is found safely. And hopefully we get a resolution sooner than later. And you saw the Savannah video from the family come out today. I shared that twice so far, and it is online on Instagram. Oh, thanks, Dyslexia. I appreciate that. Yes, Rachel, they are attempting to match the DNA that they forensically located off the glove that was found. And once they finish the process, they can enter that information into the CODIS, which is the main database, and hopefully with positive outcome of a match. And then they also have other tools that they are able to utilize if they are not able to find a match. So keep our fingers crossed that that information might be coming out any day. We don't know. But also that DNA was the glove was found, I would say approximately 2 miles away from the house, right, from Nancy Guthrie's home. But they did state that they did a forensic check for the DNA. And so now they're following through on that too. And from what was said is that the glove does seem to match the gloves that were worn in the Nest camera photo. So it's a good possibility that they have a lead that they're working on. Hey, Ohio Parks. Yes, she is still missing. It is a shocker, but we're keeping hope beyond hope to make sure that she's brought home safely. And her kidnappers or abductors, one or more, are found and brought to justice. Because that's really what we want, is justice for everybody, justice for Nancy, justice for the missing children in Arizona. We talked about that the other night. I know that Melissa Jade, she goes over missing children and pops on her screen on her channel. I haven't been able to do that just yet, but I think that's a good thing to do, is provide some information and insight, especially for the Arizona area, because that's the state I live in. And this might be opening up some minds and ideas to really promote missing persons ads, especially children, because you never know who might see those and be able to contact law enforcement. So I'll be putting that together as I go forward also. Just looking at the comments. You're welcome, Rick. Take care. Thanks, Amber. That's kind of you. And I know that the Guthrie family appreciates it also. Losing my mom in any way, shape, or form like this would probably, I would feel distraught also. So I can't even imagine what the family is going through. Yes, Rick. Things in that area is very high brush, trees, the disappearance itself, early morning hours. It's not an easy task to get all of your ducks in a row to find someone, as well as locate her. So again, we don't know what actually happened. She might be nearby. She might be far away. There was discussion about an international aspect, which Arizona borders on the country of Mexico. So that could be considered international if they were able to take her over the border. But again, no confirmation on that. It's just something else that came out from Harvey Levin through a non-authenticated ransom note that they received at TMZ. I really hope that everybody's keeping Nancy and family in their prayers. We shall see. We're just going to keep monitoring and watching how far this goes until we find a resolution. That's really where we're at, is a resolution, preferably a positive end of the story, but we don't know, right? So let's keep a positive thought out there and keep our minds and prayers in our hearts. And if you find out any information or have any insight, reach out to the FBI, either 1-800-CALL-FBI or tips.fbi.gov. Those are two available links and phone numbers, a phone number and a link that you can reach out to and providing information. Thanks, Goldie. That's nice of you to say. It is sad. And every day that goes by, I don't want to give up hope. I just have to be strong and positive and think and send out prayers, because prayers never hurt. Keep that in mind, everybody. Good point, Joy. I understand you leaning toward it being international too, and considering that Mexico's on our border, that could be considered international. I don't see how they would be able to get overseas, let's say, for example, but definitely over the border is a possibility. All we can do is follow what the law enforcement provides us in the public, and Jonathan Lee Ritchie's on site day in and day out for 12-hour days. He's there. So we'll keep our fingers crossed that something comes up. So thank you, Birdman. I do. God bless her too, and keeping her in my thoughts. Yeah, no one deserves it. Actually, Lawtown. I agree. It's a difficult, sad situation that occurred to her or anyone. Right. Keep that in mind also. Okay. With that said, I think we're going to end the stream here now. Richie took a well-deserved break. He's probably going to relax a little bit and hit it again first thing in the morning. I hope he gets some rest. He's staying at a hotel in the Tucson area because he's not flying home every day or every weekend. He's been here 2 weeks straight, going into the third week. So I will see you all tomorrow. I pray that we have good news, new news, good news, that kind of thing. So keep our fingers crossed and keep her in your prayers. Okay, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. And any new news, stream as soon as possible, okay? Take care. Bye now. Take care, Snow. Thank you so much. Take care, Maverick. Thank you. Bye, everybody.